A Biblical Approach to Evidences for God, Jesus, and the Bible, Part 10, Preservation of the Records. The testimony of the Bible writers is valid only if we're assured that our present records of their testimony have been accurately preserved. Could the text of their testimony have become lost or corrupted over the years since it was written? This is a separate, complete study of itself, but consider the following summary of evidence. Bible writers themselves claim that God promised to preserve their writings for people of all future generations. See Psalm 119, 152, and 160, Isaiah 48 and 38, John 12:48, 1 Peter 1, 23 and 25, 2 Peter 1, 12 through 15, and 2 Timothy 3, 16 and 17. The Old Testament as evidence of God's preservation of the Bible. The books of the Old Testament were written, copied, circulated, preserved, protected, and translated in exactly the same way as the books of the New Testament. They claim to be inspired, and all were viewed as inspired scripture by people in their day and afterward. As shown above, books of both Testaments claim that God had promised to preserve them. The preservation of the Old Testament through the years till the first century demonstrates the accuracy of the preservation of the whole Bible down through the subsequent centuries till today. Jews of the first century accepted the Old Testament books they had as being accurate and authoritative. These books were so viewed by Jesus and his apostles and disciples as well as by all other Jews, including Jesus' opponents. Jesus rebuked his opponents on every point in which they were in error. Had there been any dispute about the preservation or accuracy of the Jews' scriptures, this would surely have been discussed. Instead, the scriptures were quoted and respected without controversy as an accurate record of the Old Testament writers. But the New Testament was written, copied, circulated, collected, translated, and preserved in exactly the same way as the Old Testament had been. The accurate preservation of the Old Testament through the years till the first century gives us confidence that the whole Bible has been similarly preserved through the centuries until today. End of Part 10.